Hello, hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So, it's Valentine's Day. I said this earlier, and I've talked about this briefly earlier, Valentine's Day, and how a lot of people are basically just spending the day sinning. They feel like they're allowed to sin. They're allowed to dive into their lower level, lower tier behavior for pleasure and delight, as well as to be boastful and projecting their love out for everybody else to see. But in all honesty, I've said this before, what you have is for who it's supposed to be for. And sometimes it's just for you and God, not for anybody else. So you'll have some people that will be deceived and lied to and tricked and manipulated off of their lustful urges and desires, to be loved, to be seen, to be taken out and given flowers and candy and taken out to dinner and basically be put out there for everybody to see as if there's something great, something special, something wonderful. And that's not always the case. All right? A lot of people, they know they ain't worth shit. They know. But they put themselves out there as if they are. They want to be seen as if they are. And that's just not on today. It's every day of the fucking year. But like I said, people lie. People trick and deceive. And today is one of those days where a lot of people are lying, tricking, and deceiving. And a lot of people, 8-9 months from now, are going to regret the choices and decisions that they made today, this evening, last week, a month ago. When I tell you, a lot of people are scared and are going to be scared when they realize what they have committed themselves to. But I digress from that and go into this. Today is a day that the Lord has made, so I'm rejoicing and I'm glad in it. I'm thankful for where I am currently right now. I know He's not going to keep me where I'm currently at right now. I know that He is elevating me, and in order to elevate me, He had to remove a lot of things from me. So I'm thanking Him for what He has done as well as what He is doing currently in my life. These videos I'm doing, especially today, are very raw, as they always are, and very real. And I know that people are going to be upset and pissed off by what I'm talking about, and that's okay. You be upset, you be pissed off. But just be careful where you direct that energy. Okay? Be careful. Now, I wanted to talk, oh goodness gracious, I kind of forgot what I was going to talk about. I guess it was just that. I want to talk about different individuals that you come across in your day-to-day. Okay? Different people that you come across in your day-to-day. You know, there are some people that are around you because they know who you are, they know what you possess, what you carry, and they want to get close to you because they believe they're going to get something from you. There are people that have healing hands. You've heard of that before, healing hands. There are also people that you come around, you come into their presence, you come into their energy, you feel better. If you have a conversation with them, that conversation can give you a different perspective and take you down a path that is going to be better for you, in your life. It's almost like, it's one of those things where you have an epiphany. A light bulb goes off. A light bulb goes on, and it's like, oh, wow. It's like a person, you can be around somebody that can give you encouragement, help you to see things from a different perspective, and give you ideas, that will propel you to your next level. When people are aware of what it is that you carry and your abilities and your skills and your gifts and whatnot, especially your family can, in a way, market you market your abilities or market your gifts to other people for them to siphon from and steal from and use for their benefit, not necessarily for yours or for mine, right? They're taking advantage of you because they know what it is that you carry. These are people, especially your parents, your parents and your siblings, that will want to possess you and or hold on to you. They want to always have access to you. They want you to actually be at their beck and call and do what it is that they want you to do, right? My parents would do this all throughout my fucking life. They've done this. Goodness gracious. All throughout my life. And whenever I would make friends with other people, or other people would learn, who I was and or like me or whatever, my mother would go and basically fuck it up. My father would go and fuck it up as well too. They go and tell lies about me to these people so that they would not be interested in me. Some of these people wanted to invite me to do certain things, different experiences. They want me to be a part of whatever it was they had going on, maybe a group, organization, or whatever. But my parents knew that if they allowed that, they would lose access to me, as well as they would lose the ability to market what it is that I possessed that they could then sell and use for their own benefit and their own gain. Part of that was church. When we broke away from the church that I grew up in and went to the church of the pedophile preacher that we decided to go towards, they wanted us to go towards, that was supposed to boost the church environment. Me being on the musician team was supposed to boost as well too. There were gifts that I had that they were aware of that they actually tried to suppress, because if I were to develop those gifts fully, I would leave the environments that they wanted me to be in, where they were going to be able to use me and be able to gain off of me. And they didn't want that. They wanted me to stay close. Even with my partner that I was with, I was still close. They still had access to me. They would still want me to go over to their house for different events and functions. They would bring people over to the house that they'd want me to meet or want me to be around so they could have that experience. It was nasty, nasty behavior. Even, they wanted me to lose everything that I had gotten over the years, especially after Mike passed away, because they wanted me to move back in with them so that they could have access to me at all times. They wanted me to move back in with them. This is someone where my father would come into my room at night and speak things over me. And I actually caught him doing that, but I've also caught him stealing from me as well too. He wanted to steal from me so that I would always need him. He stole money from me, stole relationships, mother and father relationships, friendships, different opportunities that would have been presented to me. They destroyed those and ruined those for me. Connections and so on and so forth. They came into my job and did things at my job with my associates and employees. They told a lot of lies. They told a lot of lies, and they did a lot of heinous bullshit against me. Now, when people are aware of what it is that you carry, they will want to come around you. They will want to be around you. They will want to have access to you. And they will do whatever they can to get this access to you. I've seen some people do some really dumb shit just to get around me. Just to get my energy. I've had people that have intentionally tried to run into me just so that they could have access to me. I was at a corner store not too long ago in Houston. And when I tell you, this guy from out of town backed out and ran into my car intentionally because he wanted to have access to me. People will want to touch you, put their hands on you. I had this happen not too long ago with someone that worked at a hotel. Came and just put her hands on me as if it was okay. I don't like people touching me. I don't like people being around me, especially just all of a sudden, where the fuck did you come from? Where did you come from? Why are you right? Why? a lot of it becomes very obvious to us, especially as we realize and understand exactly who we are and what we carry. Those that are chosen by God, there are other people out here in this world that are aware of it. My parents, like I said in another video, pimped me out to other individuals. Pimped me out. So imagine what people will do to you when they are aware of who you are, what you possess, and what you carry. They will also try to do the same to you. Mike did it. My deceased partner and spouse, Mike did it. Certain men that I have entertained, they've done it. They've tried to do it, and God did not allow certain things to happen. One of these motherfuckers, I just did a video on him earlier today, actually invited some guy from the San Antonio area to come down to the Houston area when I had actually traveled to meet this person. I'm thinking, why are you inviting someone that I've never met, I do not know, down here to where we are? He was doing that because he was trying to pimp me out. And God did not allow it. He actually had that person's car break down on the way to where we were so that it would not happen. You'll realize that you can't be around everybody. You can't trust everybody. Everybody that shows interest in you does not necessarily mean that they're interested in you for good reason. They're only interested in using you for what they need from you. And then when they get what they want, they will discard you. And then on top of that, not only will they discard you, to keep other people from getting access to you, they'll talk shit about you so that they won't even want to come around you. That's what my parents did. That's what my brother did. So, when you break away from these people, when you distance yourself from these people, after they've been using you for so long and they're so used to having access to you and siphoning from you and draining you, when you realize what the fuck has been going on and you distance yourself, then they want to start cranking up their attacks and their bullshit and their games to get you to try to come back to them so that they can get access to you again so that they can fucking drain you. Ask me how I fucking know. They will jump into the bodies of other people just to have access to you. Ask me how I know. So therefore, a lot of us that are chosen, we can't be around other individuals. We can't have relationships with other people because even if in the beginning the intentions are good, those can be flipped quickly. Especially when outsiders try to come in and talk and or speak into the ears of those that are interested in us. And saying, hey, you could do this, or blah, 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 or you could do that, and yet, ask me how I know. People can get flipped. That's why a lot of us, we don't have relationships. We're not even interested in relationships because of the fuck shit that has been done to us by our own parents and family for years, and how they have affected anybody that we have had a relationship with. Ask me how I know. So, when they realize that there's no way in to you, no way to access to you, that everything that they try, and for instance, they tried at McDonald's this morning. I clocked it. And they were going to put something in my food, in my drink. And I immediately left after I placed my order. I left. They've done this in different environments, different settings. Hotels that I've stayed at. If I stay at hotels in a specific area and they have picked up on this, they have set up and or staged certain things to encounter. One of them in a hotel in Houston where I was staying at for a period of time. They actually sent people to that location to stalk, harass, and then to engage me into getting into an accident. They were trying to take me out. God didn't allow it to happen. In fact, that same vehicle that was used to try to take me out, they actually took themselves out. Ask me how I know. Playing with us is very dangerous. And these people have been playing with us since early childhood. They have used us, taken advantage of us, lied on us, abused us, stolen from us. And now that they've been found out, they're actually trying to take us the fuck out again, after they've been trying to take us out so many times before and it not working. But they're trying it again. Okay. What do you call a person that repeatedly has done something over and over again without them getting the result that they're expecting? It's called insanity. Even when they've incorporated other people to try to get it done, sending hitmen to take me out. And they want to say that I'm crazy, that I'm insane, that I've lost my mind? No. I have not. I am quite sane. I am quite aware and alert. And I see a lot of this crap from a mile away. Nowadays, I see shit from 10 miles away. Because a lot of people are so fucking obvious. And when you're experiencing repetitive behavior from individuals, you really start to just shake your head at these people like, are you serious? Are you serious? You're really going to try this again? Stop. Just stop. But hey, everybody's got choices. I had choices as well too. I chose to leave the area where I was born and raised because the amount of toxicity and bullshit in that area was just way too much, and God had me to leave. I could have stayed, but no, God had me to leave. And these people are actually following me and stalking and harassing me. You might say, if someone is such a problem that they say that I am, if someone is such an issue that they say that I am, then why are they following me? Why are they stalking and harassing me? That doesn't make any sense. If I'm such a problem, if I'm such an issue. And now people are starting to ask, kind of put two and two together. They're saying this about this person, but yet and still, how is it that they know what they know about this person if this person's not even around? If this person has contact and access, how are they? You see what I'm talking about? You see how people tell on themselves? But the worst thing is what you think God doesn't see that you're doing. That's the worst thing, is that you don't even think that God sees what you're doing. God knows what you're doing. He's seen and he knows everything that you're doing, that you've engaged in. Especially what you have done against his child. And it's like, are you serious? And you thought that you could keep this up for the rest of your life? You thought that you were going to get away with this? And it's like, no. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Gotta go. Bye.